Alright guys, welcome back. We haven't been in Euro Truck Simulator in a couple of weeks, or at least a week since I've last driven, actually. Figured we'd try something new, something different this time. We would try a truck mod. I haven't really played with those much. Lots of them out there. We're looking at the Peterbilt 386 model here. Sort of a North American style cab. Quite a bit longer, so this should be interesting. There's not actually a whole lot of options. I thought about going through and showing you how you can customize it, but aside from just a few things like whether to have those mirrors in the front there or not a ton of choices. So, however, I think it looks pretty slick, and I hope that we can get ourselves a good job here. Now, I had the winter mod installed, and I had actually planned on doing that, but I figured it would probably not be such a good idea to try a entirely different truck model and the snow. I've gotten somewhat used to driving on the snow. It's not so bad, but let's see what we can get here. I kind of want to... That might be interesting. Maybe we should just do a short trip with this new truck. Maybe we will do this one. Head up to Gothenburg and take some low-bed semi-trailers with us. It's not going to make us rich, but it should be fun. It's about trying out this truck, so let's see what the puppy sounds like. First of all, you can see in the cabin, it's quite spacious. The dash is, you know, it's old school. They're all manual gauges. There's not a thing of LCD in there, really. I got my Pepsi down there, Car and Driver magazine on the passenger seat, and CB radio, of course. Is that a rear view camera? That's interesting. I wonder what that is. I hadn't noticed that when I was playing around with it. But the other thing, I find it really difficult to tell what gear I'm in without that thing there. I mean, there's my gear shifter, but we got lights on. We've got the RPMs there. The speed is in miles per hour with the kilometers an hour beneath that, which is really difficult to read. So we're probably going to get ourselves in some trouble here somewhere along the way. Let's go pick up this load. It does drive actually fairly well, and it sounds pretty cool too. We are in Kiel, by the way, which is where it put me after I got rid of the winter mod, because things go back to a state that the game's not sure of, so it always dumps you in your home garage, which is fine. I think for the next video, I'm going to be using the winter mod, and we're going to be looking at different trailers to haul, and I'm actually going to specifically pick some things out. I'm not just going to go by whatever I can get. I'm actually going to try to find a specific trailer or a specific trip that I want to do, and try to do that. So we're going to FedEx. This is fitting. Oh, we just drove right over that. No, we didn't. Okay, it's all good. Semi-trailers. Let's do this. I do not like that weird reflection in the visor. You see that? I suppose it's supposed to be the reflection of the gravel, the asphalt. And that does seem to be a rear view camera. This should be interesting when we get in front of this trailer. See if that's really cool that they were able to put that into the mod, if that is what it is. No, it's just looking on the front, isn't it? It's not a rear view camera at all, it's just a front facing camera. Well, that's silly. Why would you want that? Oop. It's been a while, I'm rusty. There we go. I've actually been trying to find some other games to use my wheel in. Been wanting to get some sort of racing game, but not iRacing. iRacing's too realistic looking for me. With this engine, I'm so not used to what the RPMs should sound like when I'm switching gears. It sounds really like I'm revving it a lot, but I'm not really. I'm only at 1500. It seems to always run really high. Let's see if we can squeeze ourselves beside this. This is a cool trailer. Shit, that mirror is horrible. Oh! I think we're on the crash barrier. We were. Those are some interesting camera angles. I think we're actually okay. That right side mirror is god-awful. It's so narrow, I can't really see much out of it. This is going to be interesting. Turning left here. See what I mean? The engine revs really, really loud, like really high-pitched. I feel like I'm hurting it so much. What gear am I supposed to be in? This is, I'm pretty sure, one of the things that I've seen some of my buddies who've been trying out truck mods, rather, is that they easily run into issues with the transmissions. A lot of them will have 14, 16, or 18 gear transmissions, and of course, can't really get to those gears. I don't know if it's possible at all, but this is only it's a 6 shift with a modifier, so 12 gears. So I've been trying to stay away from anything like that because don't want to be driving the entire trip blowing out the engine because I can't get into the 13th gear or something. Seems to have pretty decent power though. I actually quite like this this route that we're going to be taking. The route from Kiel up to Scandinavia, to Sweden, through Denmark, that kind of area. It's, the authors of the Pro mod have done a really good job of making it look very pretty. I wish I had taken that visor off. I didn't notice that before. That kind of shit just drives me crazy. It looks so hideous. I watched a little bit of the Squirrels Nuts live stream today, and he's also got a new video out talking about the 1.8 patch for Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is coming out soon, I suspect. Now that's the patch that was supposed to have all the new AI and new physics engine in it. Unfortunately, from what I understand, they've had to scrap that, or delay it rather, so that won't be included in the 1.8 patch, but in 1.9. However, they've given us, or they are going to be giving us a new truck in 1.8, a new Scania Streamline, which looks quite nice. You also don't know why my left mirror is having this weird reflection. Something must be part of the truck mod. In any case, so I'm guessing for my next video I'll probably have that truck. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to make some more money. I have been buying garages and employees like crazy, by the way. I think I'm up to about almost 30 now. So the money should be coming in pretty steadily as I'm playing. But definitely gonna need some cash to get ourselves that new Scania when it comes out. This beast can go fast. Going 134 is probably gonna end in a disaster somewhere, but... oh shit, yep, like right here. I like the sound that the engine retarder makes. Oh good, he's moving off. Whoa, are you? Or not? Not quite sure. So yeah, I've still been enjoying Euro Truck Simulator 2. I haven't made a video in a while because I've been busy with some other things, and for those of you that are in the US, you guys were just having Thanksgiving, which creates all sorts of chaos, to be honest. Not just for you guys, but around sort of other routine things that... what in the world? What's the speed limit here? Must be 60 or 50, huh? Thanksgiving is one of those strange holidays. We do it in Canada. We do it in October. I don't want to get into the spirit of that holiday, but I think the timing this close to the end of the year, it really just, for people who work in retail, I have a few friends who work retail, they are the most miserable people you can imagine at this time of year, and I feel bad for them. But then when you see some of the things that show up on YouTube for Black Friday sales, and you know, people routinely getting into fist fights and stabbed and all sorts of nonsense at lineups at Walmart. It's a little bit it's concerning that people can go from being thankful for things to beating each other over the head for a microwave, even if it's a $12 microwave. Something not right with that idea. Well, I'm looking forward to 1.8. I don't know if it's going to bring any other new features. It sounds like they've just decided that they didn't have enough time to get the AI and physics changes in, but they didn't want to just keep delaying it. So instead, they decided to give us a new truck. Which, you know what? Hey, good with that. I think it'll be fun to try out the Scania. I love my Volvo, but it's always nice to be able to try out some new trucks, especially when you know that they've been developed by the game's developers and you don't have to worry about any kind of strange issues that you may have with gearing or strangely reflective sun visors and staticky mirrors, which I have going on here for some reason. I wanted to try one of these trucks because I'm kind of looking forward to American Truck Simulator. Even though the more I look at it, the North American trucks are so different. I chose this Peterbilt because it's fairly I wanted to get a good, there you go. It's fairly modern looking still. Don't let the dashboard fool you. But the outside, it looks pretty sleek. Whereas a lot of the other, like some of the Kenworths and stuff, a lot of them are very old school workhorsey type of trucks that are not all that appealing to my sense of style, I guess. Which is not what can be said about the European trucks. The cab over engine trucks are pretty stylish, in my opinion anyways, and I don't know if it's just because most of the trucks that you see around here in Canada in real life that are North American trucks are older models. We don't see, you know, many of the new ones, so I'm looking forward to see what they come up with for American Truck Simulator. If there's going to be a good mix of older models and newer ones, I'm not sure. I mean, most of the trucks in this game are quite modern. You know, they always add the latest and greatest as they come out, and I don't know really what the scene is like that in North America. So that's one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to. In the end, driving on the roads and stuff is going to be a similar experience, I would imagine. You know, different cargo, different locations, yes, but still, you got lanes of traffic and other things to deal with, just like here. But I'm looking forward to see what if anything, special they come up with for the cabins for the trucks. Because this dashboard here on the inside makes it look like a really old truck. Very classic. Yeah, I don't know how common it is. I'm thinking back to TV shows like Ice Road Truckers, which I've seen a lot of, and they drive sort of a pretty great variety of trucks, especially on the ice roads there, because it's not necessarily the ideal place for new vehicles. Those roads are not kind on the equipment. Oh, good. So you're all moving over. I like this. Looks like we may need to find a place to nap here at some point. I toyed around with the idea of turning the sleep simulation off for when I make videos, because I prefer driving during the daytime, but I've left it on for now. Maybe we'll have a double nap if we can afford it, so we can drive again in the morning. Or we'll nap soon. How long do you nap for? 8 hours, so that will put us in the evening hours. We still got 5 to go, so that means a night delivery. Let's see, what's this? This looks like a construction zone of some sort. Speed It is really bright out right now. I'm not sure why that is. It seems like it shouldn't be quite that bright. Yeah, of course you're gonna go. I do like that sound. I like the engine sounds. I always thought that the engine sounds in the stock game are a little bit quiet. So I do like hearing this one just a bit louder than what I'm used to. Especially when you're hitting the retarder and slowing down the engine brake. That was a Kit Kat van floating about 2 feet off the ground. Not much else really happening in the world of Euro Truck. They posted some videos about how they recorded some new sound and got to see some vehicles get crashed and smashed. But I think the new truck's going to be fun. And then, of course, the holidays are getting closer and closer, which I'm not looking forward to this year. It's going to be more of a stress factor than anything I fear. But such is life. Things always change and shit happens, as they say, and you gotta try to just keep on trucking. Oh god, that's so fucking cheesy. But it's not a bad analogy. Things happen and you just gotta deal with them. So overall, I'm surprised actually. This truck doesn't feel all that different from driving a regular, shorter truck cabin, but I think we're just gonna not sleep. We're just gonna push on through. Let's see. Let's see how, when it wants us to, see, we need to rest in 2 hours. We don't have time to rest twice. I guess we will end up with a night delivery, but we might as well push it as far as we can. I don't get this GPS thing here. This is one part of the map where it always tells you to take that off ramp. If you're looking at the GPS, the little green line tells me to go off to the right there. And then come right back on the other side. I'm always surprised by that. I don't know why it does it. Must be just a small glitch in the Pro Mod. This is beautiful scenery out here, though. We're going way too fast to appreciate it all. Whoa! This is a fun angle to drive at. Can we do this? Probably not for very long. Let's pass this guy. Oh shit. That's a little freaky. What else do we have? That's weird. This is like a front bumper. Actually, that's a front bumper. There we go. This one's kind of nice. Better get back in the cabin. We're maxed out on the speedometer there. Going over 85 or so miles an hour, 130 kilometers. It seems to be more on level ground. This engine kind of bottoms out. Also, the other mod I still have installed is, I forget the name of it, but it will be linked. As if you see all these cars, they're actually custom cars, and a lot of them are like sports cars and stuff, which I don't really... I'm not actually that big of a fan of. I like that they have painted trucks and different variety of vehicles, but I'm driving in Denmark right now, I think, and I don't know why there's nothing but Corvettes and Lamborghinis on the road, kind of thing, you know? So that's a little bit odd. I think what it just really means is that there's still a lot of improvement for the core game for SCS software to make to not just the behavior of the AI, but also the appearance and the variety, and you know, like one of the mods that I recommend to everybody is and there's a variety of them, is anything that will paint trucks, so to speak, so that AI trucks that you encounter on the road will have different colors, different skins on them, There's some really good ones even that have other company skins on them. You know what, we're getting on a ferry here, so we may be able to get away with not sleeping, because we may be able to sleep on the ferry. Is that where there's a car? I swear there's a car. I'm gonna cut you off. You're not gonna let me cut you off. Yes, you are. No. I don't want to damage your nice blue car. Oh, this is one of those ferries that I got stuck in once. I drove into the parking lot on the right instead of through this lane on the left here, and I think I did that on the live stream. Spent quite a while being confused as to where I was supposed to go. Ended up wrecking my engine a bit, driving onto things, falling off of them. But this is the ramp right here. I think though that we're not going to be able to nap on this ferry ride because it's a short one. So we may need to find a stop right on the other side. Probably just right in the parking lot and have a quick snooze there. Parking brake on. Let's see. We want to go to Göteborg. See, that's already our destination, so we just have to find our drop-off point. Oh, look at that. It actually did rest us a little bit. It did, so even though it wasn't a full rest, it did rest us a little bit. That's good. I kind of like that, actually. I appreciate that it does that. It's a little bit more realistic. It's like just because it's not a 4-hour or 8-hour ride doesn't mean I can't have a little snooze. Be a little bit more relaxed. And we're almost at our... This is actually one of the shortest Euro Truck videos I've ever done. Next one's going to be longer again once I figure out exactly what I want to do. If you see me looking over that way, it's just I'm checking the mirror and making sure I'm not driving off the side of the road. And looking at the GPS, this is going to be a bit of a tight turn up there. So I might keep this truck around. I might keep this mod installed. It doesn't seem to create any problems with any of the other mods I'm using. And I can certainly use the truck. I have a couple of empty spots in garages because I've been, like I said, I've been purchasing garages wherever I could just so that I have the option of quick traveling more around Europe to go to jobs that I want to do. But, what do you mean? Headlights not on. It's expensive. The garages themselves are not that expensive. It's expensive to fill them with trucks. Drivers are cheap. They just give you money. They cost a little bit, but it's the vehicles you have to provide them with that's the real challenge. So definitely gonna hang on to this one and make somebody else drive it, or maybe pull it out again for another time that we're talking about American Truck Simulator perhaps a little bit more. So I quite like this. It drives nice. It sounds good, and I like the look of it. If we take a little screenshot here real quick of it. Wait. What am I doing here? There we go. I'm probably going to sit through the entire red light here. Okay, so we are delivering right there. Should be pretty standard drop-off. You go, Mr. Sports Car. Nice car, though. Let's see if we can park this puppy. Oh, come on, turn. See, I oversteered it. Way too much. This is where this mirror is not that good. Nope, that's not gonna work either. Not quite. There we go. Now we should have it. Lean all the way out of the cab. There we go. Now we're good. Trailer delivered. Ah, so close to level 23. Well, we will get there in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and rate the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Let me know in the comments too what you want me to do in future episodes. I think the winter mod's next with the new Scania truck, assuming it's out by the time I get around to it. And my idea is to drive through the Alps in the winter. That should be fun. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm ChalkOne. We'll catch you again soon.